Being Big by Sharen Liddell, illustrated by Yvonne Cathcart. Welcome to Storytime with Miss Suzanne. Let's start a reading adventure together. Being Big by Sharen Liddell, illustrated by Yvonne Cathcart. Barbara was big. She had big hands and big feet, and she was taller and weighed more than all her friends. The teacher told Barbara to sit at the back of the classroom so the other students could see, but it was hard to read the blackboard from the last row. The figure skating coach said Barbara was too big to skate with kids her own age, but Barbara couldn't do figures as well as the older girls. Barbara was the only one in her class who wore white running shoes. Everyone else had red and blue Scary Sam runners, but Scary Sam's didn't come in her size. All the costumes for the school play were too small for Barbara, so she had to be a tree. No one clapped for trees. Barbara hated being big. Then, one day, she saw some exercises in a magazine. "Take inches off your body," the words read. Wow, thought Barbara. If I exercise, I'll have small hands and small feet, and I'll be short and thin like my friends. She did warm-ups and sit-ups and push-ups and running on the spot and leg lifts and twists. Whew! She did them every morning and every afternoon and every evening. After 2 weeks, Barbara felt much smaller. But when she stood against the place on the wall where her mother always marked her height, she saw she was not shorter, she was taller. And when she stood on the bathroom scale, she saw she had not lost weight, she had gained. Barbara crawled into bed and pulled the blankets over her head. "I hate being big," yelled Barbara. Then she told her mother how hard she tried to take inches off her body. "Barbara," said her mother, "exercise will make you strong and healthy, but it won't make you smaller. You were born to be big. Look at how big all your grandparents are." Barbara decided to stay under the blankets until she was old enough to be a grandparent. "Tell me," said Barbara's mother, "who wins the bicycle races when you and your friends play in the park?" Barbara pushed the blankets down to her nose. "Me? Of course! Big feet and long legs make it easy to pedal fast." "And who is the first player picked when the girls choose teams for baseball?" Barbara pushed the blankets down to her chin. "Me? Yes, big hands and strong arms make it easy to catch and bat the ball. Now, how many kids in your grade have Super Blades hockey sweaters?" Barbara pushed the blankets down to her shoulders. "Just me." "Just you. Those sweaters are only for big people." Now, who did everyone cheer when the piñata at the Halloween party showered them with candy? Barbara pushed the blankets down to her waist. "Me!" "That's right. Only you were tall enough to break the piñata with a stick." Barbara pushed the blankets off her feet and stood up. "Sometimes I like being big." "Me too," said her mother, ducking so she wouldn't bang her head on the door frame. Sharen Liddell is a sometimes teacher, sometimes librarian, and full-time writer of stories for young people. She loves storytelling and lives with her family in Smooth Rock Falls, Ontario. Yvonne Cathcart lives in Toronto with her husband, son Spencer, and their 2 cats. She enjoys painting and making animal sculptures out of recycled material and teaching arts and crafts to children. Thank you for joining me for our story today, my friends, of Being Big. I am so glad that we got to read this story about our size and how we look, because we are made how we are made, and you are made very special because there is no one else like you. So if you have bigger hands than your friends, that's okay. If you have smaller feet than your friends, that's okay. Because you are special just the way you are. And you have so much to give everyone around you. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time on Storytime with Miss Suzanne. Bye-bye, my friends.